Hello everyone, today we're going to be talking about a classic manga that's been blowing minds since 1985, Bio Booster Armor Guyver, or just Guyver. This series follows high schooler Sho Fukamachi, who stumbles upon a mysterious biomechanical device called Unit G. Before he knows it, he's wrapped up in a battle against the shady organization Cronos, all while trying to figure out his own identity and control his new powers. So, what makes the Guyver armor so powerful? What secrets does it hold? We're breaking all that and more down in today's video, but before we dive in, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss out on our latest videos. Alright, let's get into it.
The Guyver unit. It's been a year since the alien armor invaded my body.
What is a Guyver unit and who created it? The mysterious bioorganic armor is known as Unit G, or simply a Guyver. The enigmatic alien beings, the creators, controlled life on Earth for millions of years. The highly intelligent and technologically advanced beings devised an all-purpose environmental suit. The inventors of this suit intended it to be used for exploring new worlds. The G unit merges with the host and modifies many characteristics of its biological system. Its fascinating powers include removing and rearranging certain organs of the host, meshing the host's DNA with its own, and diminishing the regular need for sleep and food. The G unit heightens the host's abilities on par with the creators by liberating them completely from the creator's telepathic control. The Guyver can be damaged or destroyed by the Guyver killer type zoonoids. These zoonoids are designed to reach the host by dissolving the resilient armor. This can be achieved using the corrosive chemical these zoonoids secrete. Strong zoolords and some hyperzoonoids can also destroy the G unit with the right application of force. The creators also developed a weapon to forcibly remove the armor, known as the Unit Remover. This weapon erases the host's genetic information from the G unit's control metal's records. The humanoid form device is semi-sentient. When things get out of hand for the host, the Guyver can activate a self-defense mode to save them from danger. This semi-sentient feature of the G unit allows the wearer to heal faster from damage. The story behind the device gaining its name is quite interesting. An experimentation subject, a human, merges with the first Guyver. The device breaks free from the creator's control using psionic shielding, making the Guyver completely unstoppable. It went on a rampage, causing so much chaos that the creators actually named it Guyver, which means out of control in their language. To put an end to the madness, the creators gave Arkenfell a special weapon, the Unit Remover. He used it to strip the Guyver suit from its host and then burned the body to make sure there was no chance of regeneration. Who was the first Guyver? Guyver Zero. Eons ago, the creators invented this biomechanical device. A young male was chosen as the subject for the experiment. The first human wore the G unit. The results of this experiment were astonishing. This Guyver had a unique collar and lacked hair. But soon, the creators realized the G unit had activated a newly developed psionic shielding system which eliminated the creators' telepathic control over the human. The muddy green-colored Guyver revolted against the creators and attacked their ships. The creators realized they could not control Guyver Zero, so to stop him, they took aid from Arkenfell. How did Sho Fukamachi become Guyver 1? The 17-year-old high school student born on August 6th plays the main protagonist of the Guyver series. He studied at Narisawa High School in his second year. Sho had a slim build, black hair, and brown or black eyes. He usually wore a black high school uniform and deeply adored Mizuki Segawa and harbored romantic feelings for her. Mizuki's eldest brother, Tetsuro Segawa, was Sho's best friend. The Cronos Corporation was running some secret experiments to employ soldiers who could shift themselves into zoonoids at will. One such zoonoid stole 3 Guyver units and escaped. When the Cronos soldiers caught him, the zoonoid killed himself using a grenade, destroying the Guyver units with him. Interestingly, Sho and Tetsuro found one of these lost units. In his curiosity, Sho accidentally activated the G unit and the device merged with him. That forcible bonding resulted in Sho passing out due to trauma. Initially, Sho was terrified of the sheer strength of the armor and how it had bonded to him. Out of shock, Sho rejected it. The G unit detached from him and stored itself in the subdimension where it resided when not in use. However, it was still strongly bonded to Sho. When a group of Cronos soldiers attacked him, he successfully called the Guyver for help. Soon, Sho realized that getting rid of the device wouldn't be easy, and he needed its power to protect his friends and family from the Cronos threat. And that's how Sho Fukamachi accepted the armor and became a simple, light blue or teal-colored Guyver 1.
I too am a Guyver.
Who is Guyver 2 and what happened to them? Interestingly, Guyver 2 had two hosts, a male and a female. The male host was Oswald A. Lisker. The Cronos agent was the inspector of transportation items and was responsible for reporting the progress of many Cronos branches. He was tasked with inspecting the shifting of the Guyver suits in Japan, but when the Japanese director, Genzo Makishima, lost them, he became annoyed. When they discovered a damaged suit, he accidentally became its host, Guyver 2. Asymmetrical features marked his appearance. He wielded wide sonic swords. He was often shown in light colors, especially a shade of yellow. Lisker was trained to become a hyper-zoonoid, so when he merged with the Guyver, he took it upon himself to retrieve the Guyver unit Sho had found and bonded with. The cocky and self-content Lisker didn't hesitate to point out Genzo Makishima's mistakes and subsequent multiple failures. Lisker's arrogance and sadistic personality traits became even stronger after he got the incredible power of the Guyver suit. Lisker was a bad-tempered person and perhaps even worse than Genzo. When Genzo requested Lisker stay and let their scientists continue their research on the only Guyver suit they had at the time, Lisker denied it. He planned an attack on Sho's high school instead. Lisker was so confident that he didn't need to bring more than a pair of Ramotith for this attack. However, Sho easily destroyed this pair. Although Lisker tried to manipulate Sho into joining Cronos with his words, his attempt failed. Lisker fired a shot at Tetsuro from his hand beam, enraging Sho. Dominating Sho wasn't difficult for Lisker, even though Guyver 1 and 2 were equipped with equal powers. Fortunately, Sho and Tetsuro got an opportunity to escape when Guyver 2's control metal temporarily stopped working. Lisker completely ignored a huge flaw and it came back to bite him, literally. In his next fight with Sho, his control metal failed again, and Sho took advantage of this and knocked it right out of Lisker's head. And without that control metal, the Guyver unit went rogue and started consuming him. In the end, Sho finished him off with a blast from the Mega Smasher, completely vaporizing him. Now, here's something interesting. Lisker is portrayed very differently in the live-action movies. Instead of being a Guyver, he's actually the leader of an elite squad of Zoonoids. Then there's Valkyria Forsberg Lisker, the female Guyver 2. Cronos tried to create their own Guyver unit as a copy of the original, and she was the one who bonded with it. Valkyria was tall, blonde, and strong, and when she activated the artificial Guyver, she merged with it. But there was a catch. The control metal on her suit was synthetic, meaning it had weaker powers and could only be used for a short time. Plus, it was super sensitive to power surges. And unlike other Guyvers, when Valkyria removed her armor, her clothes literally burned away. Knowing the weaknesses of her suit, Valkyria made up for it with pure skill and combat expertise. She wasn't just relying on the Guyver, she was a total powerhouse on her own. Valkyria soon began to feel the consequences of her actions. The constant fatigue and dizziness that plagued her, even in the human form, was because of her becoming a Guyver. Valkyria fell into Genzo Makishima's trap and her control metal got damaged during a battle with Sho. The Guyver unit began devouring Valkyria alive. To end her suffering, Sho used the Mega Smasher to kill her. Who is Guyver 3 and what makes him unique? Guyver 3 was Agito Makishima, a third-year Narisawa high school student, the same school that Sho and his friends studied at. The calculating and shrewd Agito was once a candidate to become a member of Cronos Elite. He had activated his suit before Guyver 2, but didn't appear in his armor openly until Guyver 2 died. Guyver 3 appeared dark and spiky with a tint of purple. He wielded extra vibration swords. Unlike Sho, who was kind and compassionate, Agito did not care about emotions. Sho was always careful and protected innocent people during fights with the enemy, but Agito didn't care about anything except for victory. He was ruthless and had unwavering devotion to his goal. He undermined Sho's capabilities and never considered him an equal. Agito also led Zeus's Thunderbolts, an organization that wanted to overthrow Cronos. Agito was Genzo's foster son and hated Cronos as much as he hated Genzo. Agito knew about Genzo's greed and how he pushed his parents into bankruptcy. This led to Agito's parents committing suicide. Agito grew up witnessing Genzo's crimes and was aware his constant mistakes and defiance could result in his death at Genzo's hands. How does the Guyver unit enhance the human body? The organism used in the composition of the G-unit was engineered to enhance the host's physical characteristics at the genetic level. This organism partially merges with the host's DNA. The host's muscles and bones become stronger and bio-boosted. This results in rapid cellular growth, which allows the host to remain healthy. The G-unit enhances the host's strength, stamina, speed, reflexes, and endurance. It also protects the host in extreme environments in which the host could be hurt or die. G-Unit infuses the host's body with bioorganic energy, catalyzes the host's biology, and increases their bone and muscle density. The enhanced lungs and heart experience greater blood flow and production of superoxygenated blood. The G-Unit microorganism also boosts the host's metabolism, allowing them to sustain themselves on anything, including non-edible items. The Guyver's physical attacks are faster and harder because of the system of organs that channel gravitational energy through the host's body. It increases the host's momentum as well. The bioorganism can regrow any part of its host or itself. It can regenerate Guyver from a few cells, even within a few minutes.
Lasers.
What is the Mega Smasher and how powerful is it? A set of organs located in the chest of the Guyver are called the Mega Smashers. They channel the energy into a single beam containing highly charged particles. In terms of force, this beam can cause an explosion of more than 100 megawatts. The strong chest armor protects these fragile organs. The Mega Smasher is the world's most powerful particle beam weapon. After the Guyver fires, the chest armor splits open, exposing the lens body. The size of this lens body gradually increases as the charge of energy rises. It pushes the lens outward. The iris glows and the smasher fires when the particles are collected and reach the critical point. This powerful particle beam disrupts the atomic and molecular structure of the target. Fire from even one lens can tumble a multi-story building. The power of the Mega Smasher multiplies by 100 times in gigantic Guyver form. The weapon consumes a lot of energy from the host's body, thus, the Smashers face a limitation in their usage. They can't be fired rapidly since the host needs to restore the energy in their body after use. Once proficient, the host can use one emitter at a time to save half the energy. One defense against the Mega Smasher attack is the Neo ZX Toll's electromagnetic field emitter. Powerful beings like Arkenfell can resist the Mega Smasher's attack. What is the pressure cannon and how does it work? Another awesome feature of the Guyver suit? The pressure cannon. This thing's insane. It's built right into the palms. The Guyver gathers a crazy amount of gravity into a single point in their hands. Then they manipulate it, basically creating a mini black hole that spins like crazy. When this gravity ball is launched, anything it touches is absolutely destroyed. It's not just a powerful blast, it literally pulls and erases anything in its path apart before disappearing from existence. And the wildest part? The whole process happens in just a few seconds. Talk about overpowered. What is the role of the control medal? The control medal is the most crucial part of the Guyver suit and is located on its forehead. This round button-like structure controls the energy flow between the host's body and the organism that composes the Guyver system. Another important role played by the control medal is that it protects the host by preventing the microorganism from eating it alive. The control medal uses all this stored information to regenerate the host, even from a cell, if the host gets injured or killed. The control medal's ability also frees the host from telepathic control. It has tentacles that go into the host's brain. This hardwiring of the G-Unit makes the use of the Guyver's system easier for the host. What are the Guyver's high-frequency swords? The Guyver's high-frequency swords are also called sonic swords. They are multifaceted blades located on the Guyver's forearms. They protrude from the Guyver's arm and resonate at high frequencies. These oscillations of the powerful alternating current deplete the molecular bonds of many solid objects. The blades are efficient in cutting, striking, and thrusting. A proficient user can also use these high-frequency swords to deflect bullets. The meter-long swords have elastic properties, yet they also have some limitations. The location of these swords makes them ineffective against elbow strikes and swings. Other vibrational weapons having equal frequency ranges can disrupt these swords' oscillation. Explosions and corrosive liquids can also destroy these sonic swords, meaning they have limited durability. How do the head beam and vibration globes work? The head beam is placed above the control medal on Guyver's forehead. It concentrates all the body heat into one single point and uses it to generate a laser beam. The head beam is so efficient that it can be used even in a vacuum. However, these infrared lasers can be distorted and soaked by the atmosphere. The vibration globes are located on the Guyver's mouthpiece. They are sonic weapons and generate highly detrimental sound waves. Also known as the Sonic Buster, this weapon is so powerful that its sonic waves can shake objects and deteriorate them into disparate particles within seconds. These sonic waves target the molecular resonance frequency of the target object. They destroy the target without disturbing the Guyver's immediate surroundings. The Sonic Buster can also rebound Nozkov's Sonic Eraser. What are the Guyver's hypersensors? The two metallic orbs on either side of Guyver's head are called head or hypersensors. The Guyver can sense the electromagnetic fields outside of their sight using these hypersensors. They also have thermal sensing properties, but they remain unnamed. The Guyver can detect individuals or incoming attacks from a distance using sound waves and vibrations in the atmosphere. The Gigantic Guyver has 2 sets of these hypersensors. What is Guyver Gigantic and how did Sho get it? At Relic Point, Agito and Sho faced defeat. Sho's control metal was still connected to the relic ship. Upon Sho's call for help, the ship's control orbs fused before pulling Agito and the remains of Sho's destroyed body into it. After that incident, Agito found a pupa that contained Guyver 1's remains, the ship's tissue, and the fused control orbs. After 1 year, Sho regenerated completely. He needed more strength to fight Arkenfell. He subconsciously wielded the newly fused control orbs of the relic ship and upgraded the G-Unit to the Guyver Gigantic, a 20 times stronger version of the Guyver. When the issue of ownership over the Gigantic Guyver arose, Sho defeated Agito because of his exceptional willpower and claimed it. What is the Gigantic Exceed form? The Gigantic Exceed is the true form of a Gigantic Guyver that grows to 52 meters. In Sho's case, the orbs and chest spikes of the Gigantic glow, and the body changes color to a dark red and black. The 3 gravity orbs and power amps of the Gigantic Exceed accumulate all the necessary energy from another dimension required to maintain the Gigantic size. The power of all the weapons and abilities of the Gigantic is multifold in proportion to the Gigantic Exceed's size. This form also has a new weapon that acts like a black hole. This hole sucks in surrounding matter and energy without leaving any trace behind. Marvelous verdict! Even though the Guyver manga wasn't a massive commercial hit, its influence on pulp culture is undeniable. It didn't just stay in Japan either, it made waves in Western sci-fi as well. Unfortunately, that's all we got for you guys for today's video, but we hope you enjoyed it. Let us know your thoughts on the Guyver in the comments down below, and if you have any cool ideas for future videos, drop those as well. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss a marvelous video. Thanks for watching, stay safe out there, and have a marvelous day.
Perfect.